think we're live. Pretty sure. Probably laggy as fuck, but we're live. Let me actually see if there's one more thing I can do. Yeah. How's that? Probably hearing me a little better. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. Should be hearing me a little better. It's as good as it's gonna get. Sorry if it's a little low. I don't know what else I can do to boost it. Check to check it out. Alright. We got a bunch of questions on here. I don't know if you can even read them because they're in 480p. But I can read them once I make them bigger, because even I can't read them. But I've also got some weed. I've got a weed hat. We're here to chill. Happy New Year, party people. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. We're smoking on some Jack Herrera today. Super sativa for a super day. Those pineapple-y, sweet, funky Jack Terps, bruh. And then I picked up some shit too that was a little different. I've never actually tried this strain before. Lamb's bread. You guys can see. Frosty, really dense, and surprisingly sativa. I mean, it's kind of hybrid. It's kind of hybridy. You know, you do get a little bit of a body high from it, but really sativa and really interesting. I gotta fuck with it some more. I gotta smoke it a lot more to really appreciate the profile. But what are you guys smoking on? What are you guys doing today? Chilling. It's Friday. I know people are getting paid, buying some weed, smoking some weed, hopefully. It's fucking Friday. Did you guys see that Instagram post by TGI Fridays where they said they wouldn't serve people who smoke weed? I mean, it was one particular franchise. I'm sure it doesn't speak for the entirety of TGI Fridays, but fuck them. Because even one franchise, bro, they have to come out and make a public statement after something like that. Stoners were fucking inflamed across the internet. It was crazy. I posted it and people were like, nah, this is fake. I even got somebody that said, man, don't even worry about that. You just you put some cologne on and call it a day, bro. You just put some cologne or perfume on. I'm like, what? You clearly have not smoked fucking back-to-back blunts inside of a car, hotboxing it with like 3 to 4 other people, and like walking out of the mall parking lot and just having the fumes go off of you and shit. Like, no cologne or perfume is gonna cover that up. You gotta switch your shirt. You're gonna have to change your fucking deodorant and then spray the Axe and then go and fucking roll around in some of that Arm & Hammer shit. I don't even know what you gotta do, bro, because the smell is real when you smoke some joints, or particularly blunts, man. Blunts get really stinky. Vaping on some Thin Mints. Nice. I actually haven't gotten to fuck with that cross of cookies too much. I smoke a lot of Girl Scout cookies, but I don't get any Thin Mints. It's weird. I was actually looking. We have a bunch of Girl Scout cookie vape cartridges around here. I don't know where they disappeared to, but it's alright. They sucked. Don't worry, bro. You're an alien. from outer fucking space, controlling a machine body that is a biomechanical organism that has a limited lifespan in this particular genome. But you are an effervescent piece of light that pervades existence and does not lend itself to remembering a lot of fancy words. It's really hard. I'm looking for a lighter. I'm looking for the wick, and we're good to go. Bombs away, bro. Small bowls. Look at that. Look at that. Is that bowl nearly empty? What are you even smoking, bro? 1 or 2 calyxes there? I just got off of a tea break where we went to fucking Miami. We'll talk about that later. And I smoke like a little fucking, just a little corner of the nut, bro. And I just get zooted. It's crazy. You just fucking, you go to outer space. Get that point where you feel like your heart, and you think you're gonna die. You just feel like, boom, 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 boom. And you're like, oh man, I need to work out more. Oh, I don't eat right. We all die. Everybody dies. You're like, what if I die? Start getting like that, bro. It's too high. Too high. We can grow, I believe, 6 plants with Prop 64, but that's dependent on your landlord, so we're not growing here. But if you have access to like your own home, or if you have a fucking landlord who's cool, or a property manager, you'll be fine. And we actually just reported on some articles about high drivers. If you guys go to weedporndaily.com/weeducation, click the Weeducation button up top. I hate doing the URL shit. Just click the button that says Weeducation, and you'll see all the news that correlates to everything. And I think within the first like 5 to 6 articles, you'll find a article. What is it? It's like California DUID law something. Basically discusses how they're trying to alter the law to allow for bongs, pipes, vapes, anything like that. If it's packed with weed or like used, it's an open container policy. So it's like they're fucking they're trying to treat it like beer, where you have an open beer can. Because right now in California, you can have weed inside of your car, but as long as it's in a closed container, it means that it's not in use, so you're good. And as long as you obviously have your rec. They recommend that you just put it in your trunk so that they don't even fuck with you. But you know, you can have it in your car. It's not against the law. It's decriminalized. They just don't want you consuming it while driving. So if you're driving high, they have to prove that with a field sobriety test, or they have to test your blood alcohol limit, which means, or not blood alcohol, but your THC alcohol. They drag your ass down to the hospital, and they take your blood, and they see how much THC you have in it, and that is how they determine whether you're high. And if you are high, they put the band hammer on you. Boom, tickets, fines, drunk driving, $1,000. Boom. There's no limitations like in Colorado. Colorado has a strict nanogram limitation of how much THC you can have in your blood system, and I believe California is just a zero tolerance, much like a lot of states with that kind of stuff. If you're driving drugged, no matter what how much percentage it is, if you're fucking swerving, we don't care, bro. Which is really how it should be. Cheers. Talking too much shit. I'll tell you how much an ounce is in a second. Um, 2 ounces. I'm assuming you mean 2 ounce, or like, how much is 1 ounce? An ounce of top shelf California weed, depending on the dispensary. If you're going to an illegal dispensary that doesn't have a lot of overhead and is like 35 capped or even lower, some of them are 25 capped, which means you're getting an eighth for $25 or an eighth for $35. Those type of dispensaries will give you an ounce for about $2.80, $2.50 if you're lucky, of top shelf, private reserve, whatever you want to call it. Mid-shelf weed, you can get that for like $200 an ounce, maybe lower depending on the dispensary. I think I've gotten it for like $180, and that's stuff that's outdoor. It's not that frosty, and it kind of smells like a garbage bag, you know, that kind of shit. Not that great, but gets you high. Like 15% THC to like 10% at the lowest. And for 2 ounces, times 2. They're not cutting you a deal. Smoking on some Gorilla Glue, bro. That's what's up. We got some right here, actually. What's up? I don't know if you guys will be able to read it. But we have a vape cartridge of some Gorilla Glue by Obsession Labs. A little too close. It's CO2 oil that's been put into a cartridge, and this is one of the metal cartridges. And we're gonna have some fucking videos to make about these, you guys. We bought like 8 of these, and we have some stories to tell. Damn, it won't focus, bro. There we go. Can't really tell. It says Gorilla. Oh, there you go. Gorilla Glue. Yeah, man. Hybrid. Really solid strain. Once I smoked it for the first time, I could see why so many people like Gorilla Glue, because it's just one of those solid, like OG-like strains that's just chill. It's just good. Hits you in the mind a little bit, hits you in the body, and does both pretty well. But let's get on to the fucking questions. You guys can feel free to ask questions in the comments here. As you can see in the middle, I'll answer them between the ones that we have lined up. But let's start rolling. Oh, what? I had a fucking new intro. Or not a new intro, it's an old intro. But we're going to use it anyway because who the fuck cares? Production, right? Ciao. Ask us anything. It's like Top Gear. If it will go. I think it might be too intense for yeah. Cool, we're back. So the first question: are you going to any events soon? This comes to us from Anonymous. We are lined up to do a bunch of events, actually. We're lined up to do the BIG show, the BIG industry show. If you guys are from Miami and you're in the know, because honestly, I didn't know about it when I lived in Miami, because fucking...
It had never been in Miami before that.
Yeah, like it just started recently in Miami, and it's in fucking Miami Beach, and nobody lives in Miami Beach. Oh, it's Wynwood, Miami Beach, fucking, it's in the rich people parts of town, you know, you gotta fucking get your ass out there. I lived in the boonies, so I wasn't necessarily seeing that shit. But, we're going to the BIG show, man. If you guys have heard of it, maybe not. It's super, it goes above.
It's literally the industry show.
Well, it's the industry show, but it's like, it's B2B. you know, and if you don't know what B2B means, fucking you probably don't care. You know, it's like, it's a place where companies go to essentially sell to other companies. You know, you're not going to this event as a consumer, as a pot smoker, bro, chilling, man, bro, just rolling in. I'm gonna pick up an ounce, I'm gonna pick up a pipe, and we're gonna fucking party tonight in Vegas, bro. No, it's not. None of that. You know, people are going there and they're purchasing massive amounts of wholesale pipes to resell in their head shops or through their distribution companies to other head shops. You know, it's fucking. It is.
I'll do that on camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is. It's basically like Champs. If you've ever heard of Champs. If you guys watch Token Daily, if you guys watch Urban Grower, if you guys watch. I think Jolioli probably made a video of it. If you guys watch Custom Grow, he goes to these kind of events, and it's just like vape companies, fucking like light companies, like all that shit. And we're heading out just to basically network with other cannabis companies and talk to them about some of the cool new shit that we're working on, man. So that's one event we're going to. That's January 19th to the 20th in Los Angeles, California. If you guys are in the area, it's a free event. All you have to do is literally be a business. So if you have a cannabis business, if you have like a friend who like owns a head shop or something, like get them to go and tag along. You can have like a +1. What else are we doing? We're going to Doobies and
Rolling and Doobies.
Rolling and Doobies.
No, Sushi and Doobies.
Sushi and Rolling Doobies.
No, it's Sushi and Doobies Workshop.
Doobie Snacks. It is an event by
Mary Jane University.
Mary Jane University, and they are basically doing a thing where they're doing high-end shit here. This is I don't even know if I have the audience for this, to be honest. Like, these are people who shop at Gucci Couture, and like, if you've ever been talking to a person and they go, man, you know, I haven't had sushi in like a week. You know, those type of people. Like, fucking, I love California rolls. Fucking that shit. People who go to the 5th Street Promenade, people who shop in Beverly Hills, people who live in Beverly Hills.
I was going to say this is in Huntington Beach.
We're not in Newport right now. The Great Housewives of Ganja. But it's basically an event where a really cool chef, like he's like a high-end, like fucking like serious chef. He's flying in Alaskan sea crab and fucking like fish from Hawaii, like high-end, like clean, like amazing breeds of fish, and he's helping like people actually make sushi. So you're actually gonna learn how to roll the sushi. You know, if you've ever seen like the bamboo mats and shit, and you fucking put the nori down, the seaweed, if I may, and you put some of that vinegar rice on there, and you just fucking, you do that and you roll, you know.
But they're also going to teach you how to roll a doobie.
But they're also gonna teach you how to roll a joint. So while you're rolling sushi and you're you know, getting like some munchies on, you're gonna be able to roll a joint and spark it up, bro. It's really sick. It's like, if you would have told Oscar 5 years ago that he was going to be covering like with video camera, like, you know, going in as a media like publication, women making sushi, rolling joints, and getting high, I'd be like, what weird like movie did you just write? Like, what Pauly Shore like series are you trying to create here? This is fiction, you know. And it's pretty crazy to see the kind of world we live in here in California. If you guys go to our event calendar, you guys can see the event there. You can get a link to it. You can check it out. I think it's is it in the OC or LA?
Which one? The rolling?
Doobies. One.
It is in Goosefire Gallery in Westminster.
Ah, there you go. It's in the Goosefire Gallery. So if you guys are familiar with Chubbs, if you guys are familiar with High Priority Glass, or if you just Goosefire, it's a classic name. Make sure to check it out. It's a venue that usually hosts a lot of events. If you guys aren't familiar with it, you should follow them on Instagram. You'll see some pretty cool stuff. Excuse me.
The Speakeasy.
Oh, we're going to the Speakeasy? I don't know.
We're promoting them.
Yeah?
We're not allowed there. Maybe they are, though.
We are also promoting the Speakeasy.
Singles Speakeasy.
Is it run by the MJU? Or
no,
is it
it's
like
run by Love and Mary J.
Run by Love and Mary J. Not to be confused with that other matchmaking company. But it's an event where if you guys are single and you want to mingle, if you have some blunts and you don't know who to pass to, we all need somebody to pass a blunt to at the end of the day. Head on over to the Single Speakeasy and see if somebody is your match, bro. See if you're the right compatibility. It's amazing the power of pot, dude. You don't even know. Just simply the mannerisms of passing a joint and sharing that experience is such a vulnerable and telling experience about people's character. It reveals so much about a person. So you could just immediately just cut through the bullshit. Fuck taking her out to dinner. Fuck like going to a movie and sitting silent and just like wondering if it's gonna work. Sit down and roll a blunt with her. Can she roll a blunt? We're gonna find out. Is that it? I think that was it for all the events.
For this month.
For this month. And then we're going to possibly Champs in February. I think it's like the first week of February. Or like the second. Yeah. Going back to Vegas. You can't stop me, bro. You can't stop me. It's legal now. Where were we? Let's move on to the next question. What are you smoking on? If you guys tuned in earlier to the stream, I showed you guys some of the weed that we have. Let me pop it back open for you. We have Jack Herrera and lamb's bread today. We are blessed to have some wonderful bread on our table. And if you guys were lucky enough to be here, I would break that bread with you, bro. Trust me. It's a fire ass strain. I'm loving the lamb's bread. I'm actually loving it a little more than this particular cut of Jack Herrera, because this particular cut of Jack isn't the best I've had in terms of like high profile. It gives you a little more anxiety. It gives you a little more like you feel like a fucking cat in like the rain or something, a little sketch. And usually Jack Herrera for me is my go-to I feel completely zen strain. Maybe it's also my tolerance level, but yeah. Moving on. What? Same question. Oh. Somebody fucked up there. Couldn't imagine who did that. What's up with WeedPornDaily this year? From Anonymous. WeedPornDaily is gonna be blowing the fuck up. That's what's up. It is fucking crazy the kind of developments that we're working on over here. I mean, you guys are seeing it. You guys are seeing a brand new show here. And I'm gonna keep stepping up the standard of quality every week. Hopefully getting more and more questions, giving you consistent content like this, like the 420 News live stream, which is coming back Wednesday. I think noon is a scheduled time for that. We got Stoner Sunday, which is transforming into a new beast now that the news tick has been peeled off of it and allowed to grow separately because it's siphoned off enough blood. And now Stoner Sunday is becoming this new mutated beast from the tick disease, Lyme disease, or whatever it is. Or I guess if it had Lyme disease, it would die. It was a mutant tick or some shit, radioactive, and now it's become some crazy offhand show. We're gonna be eating 300 milligram strawberry edibles, and with my tolerance level, I'm gonna have a panic attack and slip into a black hole, and I'll report back to you guys on how friendly the coexistence were there. We're doing lots of crazy shit. We're trying to step up the content for you guys this year and give you guys a consistent stream of high quality cannabis content and weeducation as well. As much as we're doing all this bullshit, I'm talking shit, I'm trying to lay in as much knowledge and information as possible and make it as entertaining and interesting as possible. So I can't wait to inspire you guys this year. This year is all about just blowing your fucking hats off with how fucking crazy everything is. We're stepping the game up incredibly, and we're just gonna have you blown away with just the standard of content and just what we're offering you. The kind of we're gonna be the Casey Neistat of cannabis. Done. There's my elevator speech. I can see now why I had things out of order on the thing. Because the layers are fucking all funny. But, from Anonymous, I thought this one was interesting. This is a good tip. So I bought a cigar lighter to use for a rig. That was a mistake? Will it heat the nail up enough?
I don't even know what a cigar lighter looks like.
That's the Dave Warden lighter that has the little, the fucking 4 flames or the 3 flames, maybe 2 flames if it's really cheap. Well, I don't know if I even have 1 flamers. But it's basically it looks like a fucking lighter, but it looks like a chode of a lighter because it's a perfect cylinder and it's really thick, but it's still short, and it's usually capped because it's a different type of lighter mechanism, and it uses butane, so you don't want it to leak. And then you fucking click a button, and boom, 4 flames kicking on. Perfect for smaller sized hash nails, as long as you have particularly a quartz based one. I guess the metal ones too would be about the same. You won't have a problem taking any dabs or anything. I've seen people heat up fucking shit on the go with those. They're very convenient as not having to have a giant fucking torch with you when you're traveling, I recommend using a 9mm sized hash nail though. That would be the most prime thing to do. Another question from Anonymous. What are you guys up to? You haven't been posting as much lately. We have been super fucking busy. I mentioned it before how WeedPornDaily is stepping it up this year with the level of content and the level of just shit that we're doing, new shows, new content, redesigning portions of the website and restructuring it, and just evolving and becoming this new little beast of a cannabis-based publication and educational resource. All that is happening, and then we're also doing even crazier shit with other projects now. Now all of our energy isn't just devoted on WeedPornDaily. Now we're devoting significant portions of our energy to Stay Regular, our media company, our business finder, which is semi-part of Weed Porn Daily for the moment, but is a completely separate beast and product. We're working on shit that I can't even tell you about because it's not fleshed out enough to reveal yet. Fucking, I'd have to have all of you sign some NDAs. So it has been really crazy, really crazy. We're just really, I don't even know. Like I was, we were driving around the other day, and Mrs. Weed Porn Daily goes, like I forget what I said, and then she goes, "Yeah, man, because you've been running on cocaine lately," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I just can't stop. You know, like every moment of the day has just been devoted towards flexing the mind muscles and pumping out as much output as possible, whether it be absorbing information that's necessary to make things even bigger in the company, or like literally adapting or applying rather and doing the work and laying infrastructure and framework and just doing everything that it takes to do what we're doing. It's really crazy. We let me see. I guess I don't have it set up. I got to do one where I show like a screen somehow. But we have a whole new website. I don't know if you guys go to Weed Porn Daily, on the top we actually have like a new bar now, and it's like the Weed Porn Network, and it's Stay Regular. It's Weed Porn Daily. It's We Have Munchies. You know, I don't know if you guys know, we have a food blog where we literally like post recipes. We post like just like sexy food pictures to get you like hungry, but mostly recipes. It's a lot of recipes, and just stuff like stonery food, like munchie. So we have like marshmallow on fucking chocolate on top of a fucking like cake, which is like fried in like tempura or some shit, and you can learn how to do it yourself. All that shit. We have our whole branch of the like company like over there doing food stuff, and I bet half of you guys didn't even know that. You know, like we fuck with a lot of shit. You know, so not only are we doing cannabis-based publication a la Weed Porn Daily, we're working on a media company, which is a design and development and just marketing like powerhouse. You guys don't even realize the kind of services that we offer from that regard. You know, we're working on web design, graphic design, packaging design, point of sale development systems, database management, customer relationship management. So many like words, garbage ass words, bro. It's fucking word sauce at the end of the day. But we do it all, bro. We fucking do all kinds of crazy shit with that company, and that's just one company, you know. And then we're off, and we have another company, and it's a complete business finder that we're developing and starting up and bootstrapping and using agile and scrum methodologies to structure the infrastructure while we plan to develop the first milestone angel investor. And you guys don't even know what we're fucking with, man. It's crazy the amount of just development that's been going on in the back. So I'm sorry if the content's been lagging. I mean, life is also getting in the way, to be honest. You know, like life always gets in the way. Whether it's me literally now being sick, I'm like I can't drink coffee. I can't like go run my marathon. I can't like pump out the amount of output that I want to right now. I have to like sleep and drink soup and not smoke as much. You know, it's hard. It's really hard. So that's been holding us back a little bit. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. It has been bananas. Next question. Where you at? From Zebra Question. I didn't even notice his username or his avatar. What vape pen should I get for plan on doing. I have people ask me this question all the time, and some of them specify like what they're smoking on, and that kind of helps to iron down like the decision, because there are so many vapes. But if you're smoking flowers, the packs is an okay option if you got like a lot of money to throw around and you want to lubricate the vape constantly. I don't know about the new one. Maybe they cut the lubricant out if they were smart. Flight Lab makes a really great vape, the Lift, but I haven't actually seen it available on any head shops online or even their website yet. So I don't know if you guys can get access to that. Maybe you can find it on eBay or something. That's a great vape. It's like this big. It's fucking the size of like 1.5 lighters on top of each other, like tiny. Not even like 1.25, and just perfect. Has solid battery. Has great clouds. Solid vape. My go-to right now when it comes to flowers. But oils, if you're doing like bubble hash, if you're doing bubble hash, get out, go home. You know, unless you're smoking that like fucking $200 Cuban grower like dry sifted shit, 45 micron or 90 micron. The bubble hash is probably gonna like burn down the vape like twice or 3 times as fast as oil would. So I don't recommend throwing a lot of oils or bubble hash rather into a lot of the vapes, like the Cloud V, the Cloud, any sort of knockoff fucking thing. The what is it? The one the Bubble Man uses. It's called the Dipstick or some shit. Just basically that China battery, and then you have fucking the atomizer on top of it, and it has like a coil inside and a ceramic bowl. That style, don't use bubble hash with it. Feel free to use oils with it. CO2, BHO, PHO, fucking whatever looks like fucking peanut butter or like oil, like olive oil or something if you're lucky. Stuff like this. You can use the Cloud V for that. I use it all the time. The atomizer lasted for like 3 months, but I use it a lot. I think I use it a lot for like an average consumer. It wasn't my daily like thing that I did like every day going to work or something. But when I would use it a lot. And it lasted like 3 months. And the atomizers I think are like $10-15. You swap it out, you have the battery, and you're good to go. And it's a pretty good investment. And if you're smoking cartridges, like pre-made cartridges, CO2, I recommend the Revival vape. Bro. Let me see. This one is probably showing better on camera. The Revival vape is hands down the best 510 thread cartridge vape I have encountered. The battery lasts forever. It literally lasted me like an entire week of using it every single day, smoking like 10 or 12 times a day. I was doing the math with the missus. It was we would smoke 4 times a day, maybe 5, let's say 5, and then it'd be 2 heads smoking it, and each head would take at least 9 to 10 puffs each time. So let's say 20 puffs per sesh, times 5 is 100, right? I think so. And 7 times a week, 700 puffs out of that vape. And those were like puffs. Like we would hit it and then have a big cloud after. You know, and it's not this giant ass box mod that you're like carrying around. It's super discreet, almost a little too small. In my review, I said I would want like a little bigger version. But perfect vape for cartridges, bro. It's saved me so many times. It's crazy. The little pen ones, the little fucking Chinese ones, I don't care whose label they put on it. They're all garbage. But that's a breakdown. of vapes, basically, for on-the-go vapes, because I could go on forever with desktop vapes. Don't even get me started. But that's about it for this week, man. And we did like a good 40-minute marker. That was my goal. I wanted this show to be not too long, but still long enough where people say I'm fucking out. But thank you guys for tuning in. And if you guys have any questions, man, we're always free to answer them. Actually, let me see. We had 2 questions from the chat before I go. Have you ever tried Alpha Medic? No. Never heard of them. Are they like a Colorado brand? Where are they at? Are they like Central Cal, NorCal, Oregon, Washington? Like what state are they in? Does CO2 vape, or the CO2 oil vape taste like what it was extracted by, like propane or other extraction gases? No. It's hard to explain. Like it's gonna taste like weed. It's gonna taste like the strain that you're getting, whatever particular profile it is. But I feel like a CO2 oil will have a significantly different flavor than, say, like a BHO or a PHO or something like that. You know, it's just, I don't know what it is about the particular process, but it pulls out a different particular profile out of the plant, and it gives you like a different sense of the taste. You know, you're still getting the same tones, but they're played at a different melody, if I may. You know, it's a little weird. CO2 is known for having more flavor usually than BHO or something like that. So if anything, if you're thinking you want to try like something for the flavor, CO2. If it tastes like propane or something, it may be a diesel. Hopefully it's not poorly extracted. And I think that's it. That was all the questions. That's what's up. How do you find out about all of these events? We follow the community, and we're on the pulse, bro. That's literally our job. We follow thousands of different Instagrams, Twitters, Tumblrs, mailing lists, fucking email lists. Like we have to sponge the internet because the cannabis community is so splintered and disconnected that it takes people like us having to pull it all together and aggregate all these these different particular sources to have any idea of what's going on. You know, and even then, things go by in a flash and things get deleted so fast on this internet because cannabis people are discriminated against and not allowed on a lot of different social networks, that a lot of the information is incredibly just what's the word? Not pervasive, not fluid, but it just evaporates. You know, it has a very small half-life, and you got to be there to see the bang. And if you don't see it and screen cap it, it's usually gone forever in this community. So we're trying really hard to bring the documentation to this community and bring it to a place where we can have a system where we're just like every other industry and we're all interconnected. And, you know, and we have a listing maybe possibly of every single business, whether it be head shops, glass artists, dispensaries, doctors, just any sort of business that is related to cannabis, so that you can understand like who is in this particular community, and therefore connect yourself from there with those particular people's social networks, blogs, websites, whatever, with their event calendars and their things, and have this one source, almost like a green book of yellow books or something. Yeah. Make sure to check out our business finder, business.weedporndaily.com. Make sure to go to weedporndaily.com and check it out. Follow, subscribe, WeedPornDaily basically everywhere except for Instagram, WeedPornDaily420, because they've deleted our account like 3 times, and they actually don't allow you to create an account on Instagram now with the word porn in the name. So we can't even put porn in our name. We have to be Pern, P-R-N. But yeah, man, check it out. Follow, subscribe, like, Or dislike, bro. Fucking dislike it. But let us know in the comments what you think about the video, why you particularly disliked it, what we can do to improve. Drink some water so I don't have dry mouth. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you guys this Sunday for Stoner Sunday at 5 p.m. PST. I'll see you guys this Wednesday for 420 News live stream at noon. And I'll see you guys next week, Friday, sometime. I haven't really decided when I want to do Fact Friday officially. Maybe noon, maybe around 2, maybe around 4. It's very fluid, bro. This show's very loosey-goosey. So I'll see you guys next week. Stay regular.